welcome to our live video this beautiful sunny June afternoon. Do say hello when you've joined me today. I'm going to just double check my settings here. Perfect. So do let me know when you've joined me today. Let me know where you're tuning in from. What is your weather like? Are you feeling summery? We are feeling super summery here in Scotland. We've been having gorgeous weather. Well, apart from the week I took off on holiday, yes, that rained the entire week. So that was fun. Typical. But we've got some gorgeous, apparently a heat wave this weekend, and it's even going to reach Scotland, so most people are pretty happy about that. I know that heat waves in other parts of the world are not always desirable, but we love a little bit of sunny weather here because we don't get treated to it very often. So, hello everyone. Hi Nicole from Texas, Claire. Oh yeah, you're at soft play and tuning in. Well, I'm sure this will be more exciting than soft play. Hi Kirsty from Oxfordshire. I'm sure it's lovely and sunny down there. Yes, you've got a lovely sunny emoji. And Robin from sunny Scotland today as well, over in the west coast. And Kelly saying hi from Maine on our way home. Oh, to other half. Good chance we stop in New York though. Oh, cool, nice. Hi Barbara from very hot France. And Jessica from Oklahoma, watching on silent. Oh, I hope you can hear me or read my signals or see if the captions are working okay. I know the captions aren't great on Facebook, unfortunately. Hi Haley from Minnesota and Sarah from Colorado. You're going to be in the 90s today. That sounds warm. Hannah, hiding from the Scottish sun while watching this. Yes. Ellen from Liverpool, welcome. Oh, Becca from Portugal. Are you on holiday, Becca? Janie, from Arkansas. Humid and hot, yes. Sarah from British Columbia and Canada, and Nicole from Pennsylvania, Megan from New York. Oh, I'm loving this. This is great. Thank you all so much for joining me this afternoon. It's been a couple of weeks. I've been away on holiday. Like I said, it rained the entire time. Now I'm back at work and it's glorious sunshine. That's typical, isn't it? So we have got a jam-packed video for you today. We are, if I stop dropping things on the floor, we are going to take a look at our brand new chenille toweling wraps, which are super exciting, lightweight, drapey, beautiful, gorgeous. We're also going to have a look at our new sale scarves, which we have brought out. I know it feels like a slightly odd time of year to bring out the sales, but I guess the colour is lovely. We need something warm for the cooler summer evenings. So maybe you do feel that same way where you are, and also they are super gorgeous, so maybe it's something even to go for now but to wear more in the autumn. And then we've got some lovely sneak peeks, including a beautiful drawing, a couple of beautiful drawings from Beth, our designer, of a new pattern that is going to be released next time. So I'm going to show you those at the end. We'll also take a look at the National Parks grad and their weft. Their whole collection, their wefts, their colours and their patterns. So that is the National Parks pre-order, which is due to open next week. We'll also have a little look at the towel spares as well from the towel pre-order, which is going to come, spares are coming out on Monday too. So there will be, oh, Sarah's asking already, early question about the sale scarves. I don't believe there will be any more with the copper weft, Sarah. So I will cover that when we get to it. So yeah, okay. So first of all, for the winners of the draw to purchase, so we had a lovely Ivy Aliana who, oh, I'm confused. We've got a lovely grade A Ingrid, that must have been the previous one, which is going to Jessie Hassel. Mainline treasure tote is Maddie Rogers. Chambliss, and Middle Earth tote is Kat Mondero. So Holly will pop these names into the chat as well so that you don't, in case you miss them, and you just email us for your invoice and we'll get those sent out to you. So So to kick off, we're going to have a look at our new cotton chenille summer weight wraps. So I'm going to show you they're both exactly the same blend, so I'm going to start with the Baroque, I think, and then we'll have a look at Supernova. I would love to know which your favourite is and if you're hoping to go for one of these this time. So, upside down. Here is the beautiful Baroque Limon, and this is true lemon yellow, so it's a beautiful, it kind of makes me think of the beautiful kind of sunny lemons in Italy in the Amalfi Coast, or just something, you know, in that lovely Mediterranean yellow. So it's a lovely sunshine yellow in the weft yarns. Now there's two really interesting things about this blend. So the first one is that we have this lovely pre-dyed chenille cotton yarn, which you will see that lovely texture here. So that's your kind of toweling fabric, your toweling yarn. And alternating with the one pick of the chenille, we have a simple organic cotton dyed into exactly the same shade. Now that means that it's not a 100% cotton weft, chenille cotton weft, but it's an alternating with our regular organic combed cotton. So that adds to the drape and the lightweight nature of this fabric, or lighter weight than our previous chenille cotton releases. Now the other thing that's really interesting about this is actually the weave structure. So you'll notice here is a slightly different weave structure. You can kind of see it in the kind of warp facing sections, I guess, of the wrap. And this weave structure is a slightly more open weave, so you're getting more kind of drapey feel to the overall fabric and to the overall sling, which means it's going to be easier to wrap with, a little bit more glidey. It still has a fair amount of grip. Being the chenille cotton, you're always going to get a fair amount of grip, but it is going to be easier, more malleable, a little bit easier to work with. So, and of course, lighter weight. So this one is 260 GSM, which makes for a really nice medium weight sling. So you're going to, unlike the other chenille wraps that we've released recently, which maybe wouldn't be super newborn friendly, you could definitely use this one with a newborn. And yet it's still nice and cushy and comfortable for a toddler as well. And our tester, our lovely tester, both of our testers, Nancy and Noah, tried these slings out, these wraps out with their babies and their toddlers. So we got a really nice review from both of them. If you wanted to check out their full review, you can see that on Oscha, but I will summarise their feedback as well here. So let me just tighten this up, and then I think before I wrap with it, I'm going to show you a little comparison with the towel pre-order items, which the towel pre-order was completed a couple of months ago, and we will be releasing the spares on Monday. So these are slightly thicker, similar properties, really great for taking to the beach, drying your little ones off, wrapping them up to take them home again, or go for a lovely stroll along the beach. Super absorbent, cushy, comfortable, and practical too. Excuse me. I'm just going to bring this out. So I've got a wee fabric piece here of the Puffin St Kilda, which I should have prepared ahead of the video because it's actually quite difficult to get it out. So Sarah's asking, so is this chenille completely different than the thick, thin and mid-weight chenille that has been released previously? So the difference with this chenille is that the actual yarn is exactly the same as this one that's in the towel pre-order, but the towel pre-order obviously had the chenille warp, so it is a bit thicker overall, and it's 100. It was like a, but the actual yarn, I've got a sample of the yarn here actually that I can show you. So you can see in terms of the kind of drapeability of the two. You know, they just have a little bit more. That's the puffins, and that is, you know, it's a thinner weight fabric, and that is the chenille, but it's exactly the same yarn that's been used. The Constellation Cello, which I should maybe have brought a piece out for you, the chenille that's used in that one is actually slightly lighter, but because it's not, this one is alternating with the one pick of normal organic home cotton, the entire wrap is lighter weight and is more malleable. So you'll find that the cotton chenille is also a really great all-rounder, the Constellation Cello, but it is a much thicker, it's sort of 310 or 320 GSM, whereas this is 260. So the actual chenille yarn that's been used is exactly the same that was in the warp of this. It's slightly thicker than what was in the chenille, the Constellation Cello, but this one has been alternating with the with the one pick of normal cotton. Okay, with the original or the kind of early days cotton chenille, I believe that one was at 100%, so you would have had, it was 100% in the weft, and I think it was a thicker chenille yarn in the weft, so it was a thicker one overall. So this one, although the actual yarn isn't thinner than, say, this one or the Constellation Cello, because it's alternating, it has a thinner, more drapey feel to the overall fabric. So that is maybe a kind of bit more in-depth, but I'm guessing that's kind of what you're looking for, Sarah, to kind of understand a little bit more about the difference in the yarn and how it might feel to the different ones. So yeah, Nicole says the yellow is just perfect. Kristen's saying, is this more like Victoriana Rain? Holly, maybe you could check in with Tuella about that one, that question, if you've got time. No, Jess, you haven't missed the Baroque release. I'm just showing it just now, so I'm just about to show you it going on, and we've just covered a little bit of the yarn differences. Such a lovely happy yellow, says Claudine. Okay, lovely. Becca says, Oscha really has come along with chenille wraps. I'm loving these thinner chenille options. Perfect. Okay, so right, so where did we get to? I'm going to pop my baby in and tell you a little bit more, about the feel of this one and the review from our tester, Nancy. So I'll just get my baby doll. Okay, here goes. Right. So I believe, Natasha is asking how it is with a toddler. So what I would say is that it's going to be perfect for a toddler, because what you can do is you can probably get away with a single layer carry if you're doing for a fairly short amount of time, because there is such a lot of lovely cush on your shoulders. It's not a very diggy wrap, so it is going to work for a toddler. But you could also, because it's kind of fairly lightweight, you could also do a double layer carry, so that if you needed more support, or if you were doing a carry for longer, you could spread the passes if you're doing a front wrap cross carry, or you could potentially, do a double hammock or something if you were carrying them on your back, and it wouldn't be too beastly to manage that. So you can feel, certainly with the cotton chenille, you're always going to get a fair amount of grip when tightening. So it's not the most easy to tighten, but I would say out of the chenille wraps that we have done, it is certainly the easiest, and it has got a really nice drape to it. It is easy to tighten to get into place, and it's also quite forgiving, so it doesn't budge once you have got that sorted. So Nancy had said after a wash it was squish worthy soft. it's easier to tighten precisely but still cushy. So I'm carrying this one that hasn't had a wash yet, so she's mentioned that it's actually easier to tighten once it's washed, which is interesting. And she's mentioned obviously that the chenille is very grippy. She has said that the Baroque Limon is slightly less absorbent and cushy than the other chenilles that she has, but it's not a very noticeable difference. So it's still giving you that lovely absorbency if you're going out to the pool or the beach or the splash park. And she has, so her description, which I thought was really helpful, she said that previous towels, in her opinion, score 5 out of 5 for cushiness, whereas Baroque gets a 4 out of 5. So I would say you're going to be able to use this for little babies all the way up to toddlerhood and still get that lovely cushy feeling, that kind of weightless feeling for you and your little one. She's mentioned because perhaps it's thinner than previous towel wraps I've tried, it did wrap cooler as well. So she was trying it out in temperatures that were kind of high 80s, and she felt like she didn't overheat in the double hammock, so that's a really nice testament to that as well. So she has said that she'll absolutely be taking this to the pool, the splash pad, and on more water adventures because it's just love. And in summary, if you're looking for a hot weather friendly, absorbent, cushy, easy care wrap, Baroque Limon will be hard to beat. So I completely agree with Nancy's review there, and that of course is the exact same blend as the Supernova, which I will pop on in a moment or two. I think what I'll do is I'll pop on the Scarves first before the release, and then I'll pop this one on after so that you can see those. Right, let me see if there's any more questions on this one. Zoe's asking, well, there's no made to order for this. Is it just in wraps and ring slings that'll be available? Yes, exactly. So we just decided to bring this out in a little short run for the Baroque Limon and the Supernova Limon. So there's probably about 30 wraps or so each, and we've made them into wraps and ring slings, yeah. Yeah, and Noah has tested the Supernova, so Noah's replied here, which is super helpful. So she has said, does the chenille shrink much than any other fibres? And Noah's experience is that I tested Supernova Limon and found the shrink on this one less than expected. However, I've only washed it and dried it once. You can see the comparison in my review. Yes, Claudina asking, any other releases in this colourway, please would love a non-chenille one. Not at the moment, I'm afraid, Claudine. We just have this lovely dyed chenille and cotton weft on this ecru warp for now. Sarah says, I call chenille wraps toddler prisons. Yeah, they're pretty stuck in there once they're dyed in. Let's have a little look. Eva says, I'm sorry I missed it. What colour is the yellow cotton that is paired in the weft? So it's colour matched exactly. So it's the same colour. I've got the two pieces here. So that's the same colour. It just looks a little bit, I guess it looks a little bit lighter when it doesn't have all of the cotton chenille. But yeah, yellow too. Perfect. Okay, I'm just going to pop back down to the bottom of the comments. Do let me know if you've got any questions, if you're looking to see anything else. Oh, Nancy's wearing the baby in the Baroque tester at the Science Centre now. Yay, cool. So nice. Sarah Jane says, I love this pattern, we need more Baroque. It is lovely, isn't it? Christina is asking what a treasure tote is. So a treasure tote is a tote of goodies. So we have a special discounted wrap, we have got some little accessory items in there. Sometimes just accessory exclusive items as well, just exclusive for treasure totes. Some little Oscha goodies, all at a special price, and they're listed on the website. We only release them during this Secret Stash Happy Hour event, and you can be lucky enough to grab one, or you can enter into our draw, which we do every release week, which is normally every 2 weeks. And yeah, you'll get a bit of a surprise with what you get, but they are themed. So we'll have Middle Earth ones, mainline ones, and I think we list the size and the kind of rough colourway as well. Often it's little surprise bits and bobs that we maybe haven't listed for a while, or that kind of thing. Yay, Janine got the Middle Earth treasure trove for the first time. Congratulations, I hope you love it. Jess says, can we please have more yellow wrap releases? Well, I guess if we have lovely feedback from these two, then we should definitely look into more yellow wraps. Oh, Barbara's saying the Itty Bitty promotion doesn't work. Maybe Holly can have a little look into that as well. And we are releasing our new scrap packs as well, which I'll tell you a little bit more about at the end. You will get a free Itty Bitty scrap pack if you want to enter Itty Bitty at the checkout, whenever you're ordering any other scrap pack, large or small. I think the size of the treasure totes just indicate the size of the wrap that's included. And Kat says, I love the treasure totes for trying blends I wouldn't have considered. Yeah, that's really cool. So this is a surprise sling that you get. Great. Okay, so this is Baroque Limon, and then I will just show you the Supernova here on the fabric, and I'll pop it on after. But I just want to show you this ahead of the release, and then I'll show you the scarves as well. So you can see their lovely drapiness as well of this one. And Noah tried this one out with her 11-month-old and her 3.5-year-old. And she has commented on how soft it is. She says it's so soft. Very grippy, but thin and floppy immediately. Gives the impression of good for beginners and newborns to big kids. Definitely a great all-rounder. So that is the Supernova. So if you're more of a starry person, then this one might be perfect for you. So I will show you the scarves now ahead of the releases of everything at 4:30, and then I'll come back and show you the starry Supernova Lemon. Perfect. Yes, Laura, I'm just going to show you just now. So can you talk a little bit about the scarves before they go live? Will a sale keep your neck warm, or is it more for show, if that makes sense? I love the look. Okay, so I do believe, so I'll show you the stunning Zorro lock first. So this one, wow. This is one of our 100% Mako, Egyptian Mako cotton scarves, and it is on this beautiful quayside sail warp, which is our lightweight scarf fabric. So I think that this is a really nice summer weight scarf. So if you are looking for something that's going to just keep you a little bit warm if you have a cool breeze, quite often here in the summer, spring, summer and autumn in Scotland, you will get quite a little bit of a cool breeze. And so I think that the sail is perfect for that. It does add a bit of warmth, I would say, Laura, because it is an extra layer of fabric and it does kind of wrap around you, so you can kind of tighten it up, make it nice and cozy and snuggly, and you can get definitely some warmth from that. At the same time, it's quite nice and lightweight, so it doesn't kind of overwhelm in the sort of summer months. We've got this lovely copper weft in the Zorro fox pattern on this one, and you have this unparalleled shimmer and shine from the Mako cotton, which is beautiful. But what you could do is go for a cowl. So we do have cowls in the Zorro, and this is a little bit more of a kind of accessory item, but again, it is just keeping that little cool breeze off your neck, which sometimes I find is this place where you need a bit of extra coverage in the kind of cool breeze in the evening. So this one definitely an all-rounder, but it is a kind of perfect summer weight, summer breeze type scarf. I hope that's helpful. The other thing that's gorgeous about these scarves about the scarves that we're bringing out this week, this is the Starry Night Dock, and this one has cashmere in the weft, so it is a beautiful thicker option. So your Zorro is coming in at 103 GSM, so that is really nice and lightweight, whereas your Starry Night Dock is coming in at 130 GSM, so it's a little bit on the thicker side, and I personally love this blend, but I probably would say it's more of a kind of year-round blend, maybe something that would work into the autumn and winter, and potentially could feel a little bit hot in the summer for a really warm, you know, day. But here in Scotland we fluctuate often from 11-12 degrees one day to 2 days later it can be 20-22 degrees, so we do find that actually having a scarf like this could be the perfect handy thing, you know, for kind of cozying up those cooler days. So because they are lighter weight in general, they are a good option for the summer months, which is why we have, you know, we do continue to release scarves throughout the year, but I know it's maybe not for everyone at this time. So this one is 49% mercerized Egyptian Mako cotton, 30% cotton and 15% cashmere, so you've got a lovely cashmere blend in that one. So that could be an option for you as well. And I think they're about to go live. I'm just going to show you the lovely Zorro again. We do have the Zorro's coming in a cowl as well, whereas the scarf is the Starry Night is just a full scarf. So you can see through it a little bit, that kind of lightweight, and sail means mist in Gaelic, so yeah, we have a look and see if there's any more. Supernova, Rowan saying Supernova is such an underrated pattern, and Jess says, gosh, these are just so gorgeous. Oh, perfect. So Holly has mentioned, so if you're going to buy one of the scrap packs, small or large or itty bitty, if you type in the code for the free scrap, it's free scrap pack is the code. So I also had the wrong code there written down too. Lots of wows for the Zorro. Sarah Jane says, Laura Huffman, I feel like they are good for cool spring days. I have a sail scarf and I have worn it in the winter, but I wouldn't say it's warming, but definitely cozy and can keep out the cold if not windy. Yeah, I would agree with that. The Zorro is so pretty. Kat says the Zorro is show-stopping, and I took some pictures outside in the sun earlier, and it really just glimmered in the sunshine, so if you want to have a little look at that, you can in the picture in the Clan Oscha that I shared. Lots of people saying, wow, the Zorro is gorgeous, Zorro is stunning. I never bought a scarf before, but yeah, maybe no, it might be your time. Lovely. The shine on the scarf is gorgeous. Yeah, Laura, you're saying it's absolutely gorgeous. And Kelly's saying, I would love to see some wraps on this warp stroke weft. It's beautiful. Yeah, that's great feedback. Lots of likes on that one. Nicole says, I was saving my scarf buying for after baby wearing days, but this one is so nice. Oh yeah, an all cotton version of the Zorro. And Jess is saying, I wish we had that Zorro in a wrap too. Well, we maybe have to think about that. Yeah, so pretty. Lovely. And Eva says, I think we need a new PO colourway around the patina copper colour combo. These scarves are amazing. Lauren says, is thread shifting a thing with these? I need to be able to just pop them in a bag. So I would say with the Zorro, it probably is going to be, I don't know about thread shifting, but you do have to be a little bit careful with pulling. Like if you're kind of shoving them in a bag with like, I don't know, lots of toddler baby stuff, I guess. You may get some pulls easily on this fabric. Thread shifting a little bit, but because of the way the fabric is, sorry, the way the pattern is, because it's like an all over pattern, I'm not seeing that be a huge problem and easy to kind of nudge back in place. So yeah, I don't think it's going to be a huge issue, but you will get a bit of thread shifting with it just being such a lightweight piece. And I think also after a little wash it would probably tighten up, so you might want to pop it in a little gentle wash. But yeah, it is an open weave, so you will likely get a little bit of thread shifting and possibly easier to pull than a dense wrap fabric or a dense scarf. Oh yeah, I would love this dress in that Zorro as well for the beach. It would be lovely. So that's the releases live. Hannah says, I've been eyeing a sale scarf this whole time. Whoops. Oh, and Laura's saying, I need that bronze weft sale in a Middle Earth pattern, please. Oh, I don't think we've got any more bronze weft sales coming in this one, but oh, we should have done more. Yay, Barbara, you got 2 scarves and 2 scrap packs. Oh, gorgeous. Yay, Jess, you got your Baroque. Brilliant. And you've added in a Hobbit Quest travel for free shipping. Oh, fantastic. That's exciting. Oh, got a cowl. Yay, Robin. Lots of love for those. That's great. No problem, Laura. Okay, so let's pop on the Supernova, show you that one. I've got it in a size 6 here. I was using a size 4 for the Baroque, and I tied it under bum, with a front cross carry under bum, which was nice and easy to do. So that's the lovely starry Supernova, which we haven't released in a while actually. So I'll just bring this up and I'll tell you a little bit more about Noah's lovely review. She talks about the colour being a bit of a chameleon. She says that sometimes it comes across as bright yellow, sometimes cream with pops of yellow, sometimes vibrant and sometimes a bit more subdued or subtle. So it is true, when I was out in the bright sunlight it kind of really popped, but now that I'm indoors here it kind of feels maybe a little bit more kind of pastel. So yeah, but there seems to be lots of love for this nice, clean, fresh, bright yellow. Jessica says, I need nothing but I bought a Baroque. And Sarah Jane got a sale scarf, congrats. Oh no, Christina, you think you got the wrong codes. Oh Sarah, you got a Supernova, congrats, cool. Okay baby, oh, I'll pop this one on. Put the hat back on, Dolly baby. On then. Right. Oh, lovely. Becca says, I'm weak and got Baroque for our beach days. Oh, our version 1 chenille wrap is too thick for us right now. Well, there you go. Beach days for the summer, just perfect. And summer's just ramping up everywhere at the moment, isn't it? Well, unless you're living in Australia or New Zealand, I guess. Okay, so lovely, and it does feel so soft. Noah's right. So she's saying that it has high grip, somewhat stretchy, but the grip keeps it from sagging, so it's a good one for keeping in place once you have tied it. She says this one is a stunner, a ray of sunshine no matter the weather, is a mood booster for sure. Yeah, completely agree with that review. Oh, Nicole says I got a Baroque. I'm so excited. So just getting this one tightened up, and still we have got to come. We've got the National Parks pre-order colourways, patterns, wefts to show you, and yeah, a little reminder that we've got scrap pack promotion happening at the moment. So if you buy a large or a small scrap pack, you will be able to add a free itty bitty scrap pack by typing the code in free scrap pack. Sarah Jane says, can't wait to see everyone's baby wearing spam in yellow. Lovely. Great. Kelly says, I love how perfect Supernova is in yellow, all of the bursting yellow suns. Yeah, it's perfect. Both of them. It was hard, obviously hard to choose when you've only got allocated two slots. Maybe we should have done more. We can always bring them back. Release again in other patterns, I guess, next summer. So that is your Supernova Limon, 260 GSM, perfect for beach days, easy to dry, easy to wrap with, and soft and airy enough for the summer as well. Perfect for newborns to toddlers, so it is definitely a new version of the chenille, which we hope will be loved by you all. Great, so now I'm going to show you the National Parks grad and the wefts. So this is the beautiful Denali warp, and this top colour here is a new colour that we have colour matched for the particular grad to make it work in with their concept. So we have the beautiful blue, oh I think it's ash, oh no I can't read that, ashes. Then we've got the striking purple. Thank you Beth for writing this up for me. Then we have the blush, the silver sconce, and angel falls down here. It's a beautiful, unique grad, something a little bit different, and I think it's going to make for a stunning, well it has made for a stunning collection, but I think it will be beautiful once it's woven up. And just bring it a little bit closer. Obviously it is a little bit difficult to get the proper true representation of the colours here with the light ring, but hopefully it will work. Lots of excitement for this one. Hannah's saying, so excited to see the Denali coming to life. And all of the items that have been chosen, this is the top rail. So we've got the dark blue on the top and then light blue at the bottom. And here we have the wefts. So you can visualise, hopefully visualise the different wefts. So at the top here, this is what our hybrid weft, so we've got, this is the grad, the grad of the hybrid, and then we've got the blue as the second colour. So that's the Aspen Golden Radiant Yellow grad and the Poseidon, and this is going to be for the Okanami and Briarwood patterns. And oh, there's come off. And then we have got the lovely cotton chenille here, and this one is on this side actually so we can see the comments, and this one is the for the puffins design. And then we've got the thin white, the white hemp. Here's the white hemp, or the ichor, I think it's the white hemp with this is Hobbit Quest and Grey Havens. So that's the hemp for the Hobbit Quest and the Grey Havens. Try and put that in there. There. And then we have got this lovely alternating tussa with primrose cash wool. So that's your alternating tussa and Primrose Cash Wool against the grad. And then the bottom one is the thin white linen, and that is for Sakura-san, which will be the first Sakura-san that we've woven in quite a while. So yeah, that is the full collection, which has just been announced, and I believe it is opening on Wednesday next week, if I have remembered that correctly. Noah says, I'm so in trouble with this pre-order. Another hemp wrap coming my way to Nicole. Let's see if there's any more comments or questions about this one. Claudine says, I don't normally go for pastels, but this is gearing up to be gorgeous. Yay! Chenille says, so excited for Denali. Admins have done a fantastic job. It's gorgeous, isn't it? Christina says, just say, oh, that's something that you're struggling with. Tara has confirmed that the blue at the top here is Blue Ashes. That's the colourway. Thank you so much, Tara. Jess is saying it's so beautiful. Lovely. Jeanette's popped up to say, did I need a new chenille wrap? No. Did I buy a new chenille wrap? Absolutely. Love the yellow. Which design did you go for, Jeanette? Lovely. Great. Okay, let me have a look and see if there's anything else. Lovely. Oh, lots of excitement for Hobbit Quest for this one in the white hemp. It's going to be hard to decide, Janine says, with a limited budget. I know it's so difficult, isn't it? Erin says, I'm so excited about the Sakura-san, and Kat says, it'll be lovely and inclusive in the linen. So Hannah's asking, is the chenille or for the puffins the new chenille version 1? So I think that it'll be the same chenille I think that's in Constellation Cello, but we'll need to confirm that for sure. But to me it looks like that one, so it's actually slightly thinner than this one, but it would be like 100% weft. It'll be a similar feel to Constellation Cello, and I'm about to put a video up of Constellation Cello on Instagram and TikTok, so you'll be able to see that one if you're looking to see it and the chenille properties. Okay. Maybe see the Cashwell Tussar swatch again. Yes, Sarah June. You see that there? It's kind of, it's sort of bleaching out a little bit. It looks like a really lovely blush, like a beautiful sort of English rose colour. And then you've got that lovely pink. A sort of one. It's sort of showing up the barrette quite well. Oh, sorry, the tussar quite well, but maybe not so much. That's a little bit pinkier than it looks like here. It's getting a little bit washed out. There, that's gonna be quite a good representation. Sarah Jones has a new Blue Ashes colourway, so pretty. Lovely. Alexa says, hardest part is going to be deciding what to buy. And Erin says, lemon is just the perfect summer yellow, the chenille got me too. Oh, Sinead, you went for the Baroque because Nancy made you do it. Oh, Noah says the grad is perfect for the imagery in the movies and art just so good. Really hoping really hard. Oh. Lovely collection. Yes, the scrap pack's a good idea because then you get a little bit of everything. Purple close up, please. Do you mean this here? Yeah? Hope that is helping. Okay. And just saying it's also the same purple in the Mermaid Galaxy release too, for reference. So if anybody's looking for that, a little bit more info on the colours. So yeah, that's super exciting. And just a little reminder before we look at our sneak peeks for this week. The towel pre-order on the lovely chenille warp is the spares are due out on Monday, so that's our spares in the towel pre-order group, so they will be available for everyone on Monday. So if you are excited about this one or looking for a slightly thicker chenille, something that's a wee bit more robust, that is a thicker option for you, then you might want to check that one out. And we've got these as an example there for you. Hannah's saying, is there any plans to release this new sterling pattern? Trying to budget for the period will definitely need to upcoming sterling base squish. I don't want to price myself out. I don't think so. I don't think so, Hannah. I don't think there's a sterling coming. But, yeah. Great. Oh, vibrancy. Oh, lovely. Okay, so a little sneak peek then for you. For a couple of weeks, 2 weeks time, we're going to be releasing a new mainline pattern. And one of our designers, Beth, has done these beautiful drawings, which I wanted to show you as our sneak peek this week. So this is her sketchbook, and that will maybe just give you a little bit of a feel for what is going to be released in a couple of weeks' time. Kelly, you're hoping for a sea salt spare. Hopefully there are sea salt spares. I'm not 100% sure. And there's definitely a little scrap of sea salt here, but I'm not sure about the wrap. And this is just a little corduroy. I'm just going to pop this. There you go. That's your sneak peeks for this week for the releases coming out in a couple of weeks' time. So yes, a note as well that we are running some customer feedback at the moment in Clan Oscha. You'll see it in the pinned post. We'd love to hear your thoughts on everything Oscha. So if you haven't filled that out already, we would really appreciate your thoughts and feedback. You always help to inform our decisions. So do fill out the feedback survey if you haven't seen that already. We have launched a new style of scrap pack as well, which I forgot to mention at the start. So we will be launching some themed scrap packs too. So we've just launched today the Shire West Farthing scrap packs, and we will be bringing out potentially Realm of Middle Earth, Ink, and Okanami Kaio scrap packs too. Basically our kind of classics that we are often restocking. We thought we would actually make tailored scrap packs, because then you can be more informed for your scrap projects, as well as making the regular scrap packs have a little bit more variety in them. So you will see still some little bits and bobs of the Shire, for example, in those scrap packs, but they won't be overwhelmed with the more the classics that we're always producing and making and stocking. So that's our idea around the scrap pack. So hopefully that will be helpful for you, and that will be clear on the website, and they'll just be restocked and listed there permanently. So if you're looking for a project, you'll be able to understand what's in there. The size of the out pieces will be a mixture of small and large in those scrap packs as well, and I think they're priced just in the middle of the small and large prices too. So hopefully that will be a nice development for scrap packs for our crafters, and we'd love to hear about how you get on with those as well. So thank you all so much for joining me this afternoon. It has been an absolute blast. I've loved showing you these. I've not been chatting for about a month or so, and it's lovely to be back. So yeah, lovely to have you all. Let us know if you've got any further questions. We'll chat in the clan soon, and I'll see you in a couple of weeks' time. Bye everyone! Have a great day! Have a great evening! Cheerio!